just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there is nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. And if I went tonight, I'm so tired tonight, I'm falling asleep when I'm home, when I'm home.
Have you ever wanted to drive
Alright, race fans, we're going to learn some dirt track racing tonight here. Eldora style. Tony Stewart's backyard here. And we're getting set to gear this thing up. Going to be a good one here. Well, myself, Joe White, up here in the booth. And I'm accompanied by Brett Wheeler himself. Brett, how you doing?
Yeah, doing good. Excited to be back here this time for the first time in this series. We're going to fix setups. So everybody on the same setup is now going to come back down to driver ability, driver skill. Is going to be the main thing right here and tonight.
No doubt about it, as I think we're getting set here for our first qualifying run here tonight. And Brett, I'm really going to have to rely on you on some things here tonight, because for some reason in my other ear normally I'm not hearing them down there talk. I don't know what's up, but I mean, I'll try to fix it throughout the race here. But I tell you what, these guys here, they got some big time sponsors, man, happening. Obviously, Payday.gg here on board for the V2R, virtualreality.tv, but True Racing Network has jumped on here tonight, and folks, check them out over there on TGRF or TGFN Racing Twitch channel. Check them out tonight, because we're live over there also, along with our our standard here being on Virtual to Reality Facebook, OSR Network on the YouTube, and just a multitude of people. I mean, it's growing huge here.
Yeah, getting bigger and better as the weeks roll off. But qualifying underway, the first group of cars on the racetrack. We got the Triple Eight of Corey Wenser, who is quick time at the moment with a 14.901. Nathan Davis second quick with a 15.005. Marty Barnes is third quick with a 14.948. William Evans goes quick time with a 14.885. And Derek Walker with a 14.762. He goes to position number one. Those are your 5 cars out on the racetrack right now.
Man, I tell you what, these guys is already storming around here at Eldora, doing some awesome stuff. These 360 wing sprints out here, like watching these guys. And like what you just said, everybody's on a fixed setup tonight. It is across the board even. I think we're going to see some interesting racing brought about with that. As last time, most of these guys had their own style setup, but it's going to be a different ball game here tonight.
Yeah, a whole different ball game is what is being thrown out. Now, this is the first week now in the Northwest Focus Midget Series on Wednesday night. They ran a fixed setup as well for the first week here at Eldora. And I'll tell you what, there were some big slide jobs with the midgets. I don't think we're going to see, too big of a slide jobs here tonight. But with the track, changing every lap and every time cars come out onto the racetrack, it's certainly going to be an interesting one. But, well, next lot of cars are rolling out onto the racetrack. The first car in car number 24 is going to be Ryan Martin, waiting to come out onto the racetrack as well. Just looking for the next car to come out in the Dirt Collective, Dirt Co Media. Car number 18 for the first time this season. It is Austin Simmelman in the 421 in the Sodak entry. It is Trampus Kolthoff. And up rolling in the UW Motorsports, Colby's iPads, Your Ultimate Dirt TV, number 21, it's Michael Sheridan. And the last car on the racetrack in the Virtual Racing School, VRS, car number 25, it's Nicholas Weatherby.
Well, I'll tell you what, there we go. I got my voice man back with us here there, Brett, so I'll be able to hear race control if we need to see anything, so that's good. But green flags flying. Qualifying here, second round of cars out. And we'll see, man, what kind of times these guys can put up here tonight at Eldora.
Qualifying very crucial, especially in fixed setups. It's, you want to be up near the top of the qualifying, which means you get a front row start in your heat race. Heat races are determined by qualifying time, so you'll see the faster guys starting at the front of their respective heat races tonight. Here, Ryan Martin, 7th quick, with a 15.111, in fact. Nicholas Weatherby with a 15.096. Austin Simmelman, 7th quick with a 14.952. Michael Sheridan, the fastest at the moment, with a 14.906. Ryan Martin with a 15 flat. Trampus Kolthoff now with a 14.949. Waiting on some time, more times to come through. Sheridan goes quicker with a 14.896.
Man, I tell you what, laying down some bad fast times here at Eldora right now. Wow, this is going to be a good one, as I got 10 machines out there, and he is calling out the next group. Brett, I tell you, they're about to throw some mud up very high here at Eldora.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night, to say the least. It's going to be, I'm expecting a cushion to build come feature race time. We're going to go through and have, I believe, 5 heat races. We'll have a trophy dash, we'll have a B main, and then we'll have the 30-lap main event later on in the show. So Travis Coltoff, third quick with a 14.871. Michael Sheridan, sixth quick with a 14.896. Austin Simmerman, seventh quick with a 14.919. Ryan Martin, ninth quick with a 15.000. And Nicholas Weatherby with a 15.054. And that will conclude group number 2, hot lap and qualifying. We're going to have another couple of cars coming out onto the racetrack, it looks like. We're going to have the 005 of Braden Ealer. In the 39, that's going to be John Batista. In the 157 will be John Lopresto. And there should be a couple of more cars to come out onto the racetrack as well. But John Lopresto in the UW Motorsports Lopresto Racing Colby's iPaint Ultimate Dirt TV. The 157 will be first out onto the racetrack.
He is, and Batista's going to be the second one here, followed by Braden. So you got 3 machines about to make a qualifying run here tonight. What's going on, folks? I want to welcome everybody here because we're live here at Eldora Speedway for the Wing 360 Sprint cars here, presented by Virtual to Reality, Payday.gg, and True Gaming Network here tonight. It's going to be an awesome night of racing, just like Brett Man said earlier, and I know he's about getting his voice checked up so he can start screaming a little bit.
It's it's always good. You said we're live in 3 different places here tonight. We're on the OSRN network on the YouTube channel. We're on the True Game Fans Network Twitch channel. We're on the Virtual to Reality TV Facebook site. So make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Joe does fantastic work all throughout the week. And make sure you hit the follow button on Twitch as well to be notified live when True Game Fans Network go live. And of course on Facebook, make sure you hit the like and feel free to hit the share button as well to share it around all your social media platforms. For round number, I think this is 11, 10 or 11 this is here tonight.
I believe it is. I'm not, I know that sounds bad, folks. Don't beat me up too bad. we should know, but I believe it is round 10, I think it is.
John Batista picking up a new sponsor. In fact, Ultimate Dirt TV going on the side of that race car. Looking at the times at the moment, Batista with a 14.939, sitting 10th quick. Braden Ealer in the 005, 8th quick with a 14.925, and John Lopresto with a 14.928 is his fastest lap time. So these guys are at the moment sitting 8th, 9th, and 10th, and separated by not a lot when it comes to times on the racetrack.
And looks like our next set's about to line up here too. You know this guy, Lewis Hewitt. Man down under the Aussie man there. Jonathan Smith, Anthony Lopresto, looks like Michael McKinley, I believe it is, and David Heileman right there.
Just to confirm, it is round 11 tonight.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, great deal, great deal. It's looking at our next group of cars to enter the racetrack. Lewis Hewitt, the most successful driver, I believe he's still the most successful driver in picking up the most amount of money. One can on virtual2reality.tv and also payday.gg. Once again, we welcome the True Game Fans Network for coming on board as well. Michael Mulcahy. I'm going to
let you try that one.
Mulcahy. We're going to go with Mulcahy.
Right.
I yet to have a chat with him. He is Australian as well, so I'm yet to have a chat with him just to get the correct pronunciation on his surname, but I will have a chat with him later on, hopefully. In car number 12, David Heileman. David Heileman in car number 12, second week. We've seen David Heileman, and in the UW Motorsports, Colby's iPaint Lopresto Racing, Ultimate Dirt TV, 57, Anthony Lopresto, and car number 23, Jonathan Smith. So this is a bad, fast qualifying session right now. Green flag is out. Wait for the times to come through.
It is, and already 9th place jumped up. Lopresto did there, as the other guys are now just scooting around here on their first run. We're going to see if maybe anybody can knock Walker right off the top spot here in qualifying.
David Heileman with a 14.927, 9th quick. Lewis Hewitt, a 14.955. We'll see if he can go quicker. He doesn't. David Heileman 9th, still slower. Lopresto 14th quick. with a 14.964. So you just see how close these drivers really are. And there's about a tenth separating. Lewis Hewitt, meanwhile, second and quick with a 14.816. And wow, he is only half a tenth off the pace right now.
Man, I tell you, bad fast time by old Lewis Hewitt as they shut him down. Just going to get ready for the next set out here. But I tell you what, that was an awesome time laid down by the man from down under himself, Lewis Hewitt. And I want to make a correction to something I said a little bit earlier here, and I apologize out there. It's True Game Fans Network here tonight as one of the major title sponsors. I want to give a huge shout out to those guys coming on board here, along with Payday.gg and Virtual to Reality. So, I do appreciate Joel and company over there. They send me updates throughout the races, and that's basically, there's so much info, Brett, you know this, that it's always good to have great admins and owners that'll send you info when you need it.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job not only to help us, but to promote the series and stuff like that. It's there's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes on, which is shouldn't go unrecognized. So
absolutely,
big shout out to those guys as well. Seth Hespy in car number 92 out on the racetrack, rolling down the back straightaway, rolling out of turn number 2 right now in car number 59. It's Alex Peck. In car number 83, picked up the win in the Northwest Focus Midget Series win on Wednesday night here at the Eldora Speedway. It's Chance Crum in car number 83. In the 29 in the Next Gen Fab, it's Mark Pinsky. And in car number 6, rolling out onto the racetrack, is Cody Olsen. So another 5 cars. An interesting fact from Wednesday night, Joe, it's Chance Crum picked up the win. He actually secured himself a spot to drive a Northwest Focus Midget, but the fun fact is he already drives one. So what he does with that opportunity, if he gets it again, who knows? We'll find out later on in the season.
Well, Chance Crum, I know him very well from another dirt series I do on Thursday nights, and he actually won there too, Brett. So he is 2 for 2 this week and looking to make it 3-3 with a Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday. So like you said, yeah, very talented driver. Man knows how to get around the dirt on the real world and on the virtual world. So right now, he's on his qualifying run.
Now, this late in the qualifying run, this track is starting to slow up a bit. So we see drivers sitting in between, anywhere from like 13th all the way through to 23rd right now. Alex Peck, the fastest at the moment with a 14.935. Seth Hespy with a 14.998. Chance Crum with a 15.032. Cody Olsen goes to position 8 with a 14.904. And Mark Pinsky with a 15.087. Peck goes quicker with a 14.929, sitting 13th quick. But at the moment, Chance Crum, his best lap time is a 15.001. That's going to put him 20th quick. So we're seeing a lot of these faster guys having a slower qualifying effort. He goes a little bit faster with a 14.981. He goes to position 18. So we're going to see a lot of these faster guys come from about mid-pack in their heat races. And well, we only take 20 drivers in tonight's feature event. So it's going to be on for young and old in tonight's heats.
Yes, it is, and the thing about it, too, with it being fixed like it is, everybody on a level playing field, it's going to be so important of how well they figure this track out and how well they can get around this place here.
Well, next group of cars to come out onto the racetrack, and I believe this is going to be the last group of qualifying in the 007, rolling down into turn number 3 and 4 right now. It's Jacob Fields. In the 127, David Cook in the 127 came second in the Northwest Focus Midget Series on Wednesday night. In the 16, it's Britton Roxbury, a bit of a number change for Britton Roxbury. Normally we see him in the 421, but he's chosen the number 16 here tonight. And Shane Kelly in car number 19. So this is the final 4 drivers to take a time here for qualifying, and that'll set 27?
Well, it looks
27
like
drivers.
Yep, you're right. As green flag flies, here we go. These guys, like I said, a final qualifying for tonight will set us up for heat race number 1. Right now, Derek Walker is the man on top of Lewis Hewitt right there underneath him. Can anybody muster up enough run around this place to knock him off that top spot?
No disrespect to the 4 drivers on the racetrack, but I think that's Derek Walker is going to be tonight's fastest driver. Looking at times coming through. David Cook with a 14.969. He's sitting 18th quick. Jacob Fields is 24th quick with a 15.066. Shane Kelly with a 15.135. Brenton Roxford with a 14.311. See if those drivers can't improve, but Shane Kelly does improve with a 15.030. Goes to position at number 22. So, looking at our field at the moment with 27 cars, we are separated by a little bit, by over half. No, mate, in fact, make that less than 4/10 of a second as Britton Roxbury jumps to position 21 with a 14.982, and the total gap is 0.374 of a second. Separates first and 27 quick, and that just goes to show you the fixed setups. It tightens this field up so much.
And it's very, very tight. Like you said, close racing here as qualifying's concluded. Folks, we're going to get set for our first heats here tonight. He's going to line up the races, hearing it from race control. He's going to get everything set up for us here. Brett, what'd you see out there in qualifying, man? What this track is? There anything these guys should be looking for?
I think the start is going to be crucial. I mean, the guys on the inside, it looked at, the faster line at the moment on this fixed setup is on the bottom of the racetrack, and I think as the night goes on, you'll see that the line start to come through the middle. Hopefully by the end of it, we're going to have a multiple racing line track. I think the cushion might come in later on. Just depends on where these guys go in the heat races, but I think the bottom is where it's going to be for now.
All right, good deal, good assessment right there. And I tell you what, race control, he's getting everything set up here for heat race number 1 for us tonight. Going to be an interesting one here as we're getting set, folks, to do some racing here at Eldora.
In fact, what we might do is, if you haven't got anything planned, we might have a chat with tonight's fastest driver in practice, or
sure,
qualifying I should say. In fact, we'll bring him up here in the booth right now. Derek Walker. Derek, congratulations on setting quick time here tonight. You've got to be happy with how United started. Alright, he might be all the way. We'll have
Sorry, I'm here. I'm having some technical difficulties.
Hey, congratulations on setting a fast lap here tonight. You've got to be happy with how the night started.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really hard to hold these people off. There's some really fast guys in here, and I got lucky and got out early with the fresh track, so I was able to hammer down. But once that track slickens off a little bit, it's going to be anybody's game.
What's the plan in the heat race? Obviously, you got that front row start. What's the plan going forward for the rest of the night?
Just try to keep it clean, get a good top 5 finish if I can for the night, make the A main. I'd like to make it through the dash and not have to run through the B main, but stuff happens. So I'm gonna do the best I can just to try to get out front and not look back. Hopefully we won't have any cautions in these heat races.
All right, man. Good luck for the rest of the night, and hopefully we check with you after heat race number 1.
Sounds good. Thank you, Brett.
Sound like a good guy. Sound like he's pumped up and ready for tonight here at Eldora there. Derek Walker, a very fast time out there too, Brett. So he's got a lot of confidence. Should be sitting on pole right now.
Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of fast drivers, that you would have, normally seen at the front of the field on an open setup. Well, with a fixed setup, everyone's on a level playing field, and now they're sitting, around that mid-pack area. That makes the heat races just a little bit more important when it comes to, transferring not only through from your heat race into the main event, but also, it could put you 3 or 4 rows back if you don't transfer in the heat race and you have to come through the B main. So a lot of fast drivers. The cream will always rise to the top, no doubt about it, but it's going to be getting 3 heat races to determine how the rest of your night goes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got 4 heat races tonight. Just got confirmation, 10 laps each. And we're about to get set here as he's going to, looks like about groups of 7 or 6 is what he's telling me here, Brett. Well, we're getting ready to go. Heat racing number 1 here tonight at Eldora.
4 heat races, which is going to put Derek Walker on the front row. Marty Barnes in car number 26 will line up out of position number 2. At a position 3 It's going to be the 57 of Anthony Lepresto, David Heilemann at a position number 4, John Batista at a position number 5, Britton Roxbury at a position number 6, and at a position 7 it should be Nicholas Weatherby. So it's going to be on for young and old, so wait on confirmation on those first 7 cars to come out in heat race number 1 and 10 laps. Caution laps do count in tonight's heat races as well, so it'll be manual cautions. So anytime if there's a wreck involved with 2 or more cars, they'll obviously throw the yellow. If it's just a single car spin, they won't throw the yellow, and they'll keep the laps rolling.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good times rolling here on the dirt tonight at Eldora. These guys are coming around very slowly to take the green flag, and here we go. Not going green, but we're just going to one more time around.
Yeah, heat race number 1, round number 11 of the Virtual 2 Reality and Payday.gg Sprint Car Series 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, presented by Virtual 2 Reality, Payday.gg, True Game Fans Network, and obviously OSRN as well. Heat race number 1, it's going to be a beauty. Top 3 we will see transfer into the main event. Positions 4 on back. Well, those drivers will find themselves in the B main. If you finish first or second in tonight's heat races, you'll be locked into tonight's dash. Derek Walker and Marty Barnes, your front row. We are green.
Flying here high at Eldora, and that man out front, Derek Walker, gets a good jump. Anthony Lepresto's there, but they're 3 wide already, Brett.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Lepresto on the inside of Barge. Batista trying to follow Lepresto down the back, or down the front straightaway. Lap 1 in the books, and well, we're 3 wide again. Batista on the inside of Lepresto. Barnes up top, down the back straight away. Batista now switches to the top side of the racetrack. He's 3 wide. With Trampus Colt off in the 16, and also David Heilemann. Batista, he's lost a couple of spots right now.
Yes, he has. Heilemann's going high, right, trying to ride that cushion up there here at Eldora and see if he can't get the high line rumbling. Right now, they're using that middle lane. The top 3 guys have kind of folded out. Derek, though, he is on his own zip code and long gone.
Yeah, Walker out in front, doing it very comfortable at the moment. Barnes is in second. We got, I think that's Kolpoff, Roxbury, sorry, who was trying to run the outside. Now he switches to the inside, but look at Heilemann. The battle is on for the final transfer spot. Heilemann trying to catch the 57 of Lepresto right now. Nose to tail out of 10 of the 4. But we're 5 down, 5 to run.
We are just past, got to the halfway point here, so you're right. And David Heilemann loses a little momentum there on Lepresto. And so now the battle's for second spot between Lepresto and Barnes.
Sorry, just fixing my sound there, but Lepresto hanging on at the moment. Well, your race leader still Derek Walker. Barnes in second, so he'd be happy if he could just transfer into the dash here tonight and lock himself into the main event. Lepresto in third. Heilemann, they're all running the low side of the racetrack right now. Heilemann trying to work to the outside in turn number 3 and 4. He's in a B main at the moment.
Well, right now, the fastest one, 2 laps to go in this one. The fastest guy on the track is John Batista. He is putting it up. I mean, Derek Walker's putting down maybe the fastest, but a very fast number 39 machine is trying to move through the field here.
Yeah, trying to move through the field. He's in 5th at the moment right now. The battle is on for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Lepresto, Heilemann, and then you throw in Batista as well. Heilemann to the inside in turn number 3 and 4, sliding no. Batista, he is going to hang on right now. As they come across the line, the checkered flag is out. Derek Walker, he will get the job done here in heat race number 1.
Absolutely, what a finish. Couldn't expect anything less from these guys. They definitely were putting on the dirt, throwing up some mud here. Awesome as we're getting set for heat race 2. Congratulations on Derek Walker right there. I think that pretty much transfers him into the feature tonight, don't it?
Yes, it does. Here straight into tonight's dash, and I'll tell you, we'll have a chat once again with Derek Walker. We'll have to pull him away from his own little personal stream going on. But Derek, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, heat race number 1, you kind of just made it your own, no challenges, and you sort of walked away with that one.
Yeah, I was able to get a really good jump on the start there and gap him a little bit. I'm not sure that I really pulled away from him too much, but I just don't think they were able to close in as either. So I was able to play around a little bit and try a couple different lines with that gap, and I think I made it a little easier for me to find where the fast line was.
All right, man, well done, and we'll see you in tonight's dash.
10-4, thank you.
Well, we got one more time around this field. Heat race number 2, and they're going to let them go green flag, 10 laps.
Now Lewis Hewitt on the front row. The 711 of William Evans will start out of position number 2. Out of position 3, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. The 36, in fact, no, it's going to be the 59 of Alex Peck. The 36 of Nathan Davis lines up out of position 5. Seth Hespy in 92 will start out of position 6. And Jacob Fields in the 007 will start out of position number 7. Another 10 on the board, and we get set to go green here for heat race number 2.
Absolutely. Boom, bumping going. Green flag flies here at Eldora. And that man out front, Lewis Hewitt, he gets a good jump. And that man in a 711 machine out there, William Evans, he's right there. He's got his hands full with the guys behind him.
Now, great battle going on between Peck and Austin Simmelman. You throw in Davis as well. You know, Davis is fast around here. Peck to the inside of Simmelman. Simmelman to the outside. There's contact. Here comes Nathan Davis in the 36 on the inside, looking to pick up 30. Does so.
Man, right here, beating and banging on the dirt track here with the 360 wing sprints at Eldora. The 36 machine, though, he drives it down low in a crossover from the 59 Alex Peck. He says, not today.
Yeah, Simmelman to the inside in turns 3 and 4. They come off of turn number 4 right now. Here is Nathan Davis now 3 wide. This is the battle for the transfer spot. Peck on the outside. He's making it work right now. So Davis, although he's going the shorter way around, he's going to throw the slide come on Peck. Peck got a cross back underneath. Now here comes Seth Hespy on the inside of Austin Simmelman. But the battle is on for the final transfer spot.
Man, I tell you what, they are side-by-side sliders all night long as they're out there transferring it around. Nathan Davis is doing everything he can. We're 5 down, 5 to go here, Brett.
Halfway home here in hit race number 2, and Davis is using the outside to his advantage right now. Here comes Simmelman to the outside of Peck in turn 3 and 4. Oh, there's contact there in the back. Jacob Fields, 4 to run. Ken Simmelman now, he's up to position 4, not with another chance because Peck is fighting back on his inside. He loses a little bit of momentum, but now what can Simmelman do on Nathan Davis right now? Lewis Hewitt, he's going to give him the win, but I'll tell you what, with 3 to run, the battle is well and truly on for this third and final transfer spot.
You don't think these guys don't want it? They are digging very hard here tonight to try to get this thing and secure their spot in the feature. 2 to go this time by here at Eldora.
2 laps around the Eldora Speedway here in Rossburg, Ohio. Davis hanging on. Simmelman closing in. Now we go into 3 and 4. Slide job coming from Simmelman. Davis got a cross back underneath him at the line to the naked eye. Give it to Nathan Davis. There's a little bit of contact as they went into turn number 1 and 2. Simmelman got to fight back to his inside into turn number 3 and 4. Davis goes to shut the door. Slide job, no. Lewis Hewitt, he gets the job done in heat race number 2. Second will go to William Evans. Third is going to be Nathan Davis. And Austin Simmelman, he will be in a B main along with Alex Peck, Jacob Fields and Seth Hespy as well. But, well, we'll bring in the fellow countryman of Lewis Hewitt. And I know he'll love having a chat with us because he just loves doing these interviews. So we'll wait for him to...
well, that was a nail biter there, Brett. Man, I tell you, that was a good one for that transfer spot.
Yeah, it was. But, man, Lewis, congratulations on picking up heat race number 2.
Oh, thanks very much, Brett. Always feels good to get a heat race win.
And you locked yourself into tonight's stats. You start on the outside of the front row. Everyone on the same setup here tonight. How different is that compared to the past sort of 10 weeks where it's been an open setup?
Yeah, it's a lot different than usual. Having to learn to drive a different car is always a challenge, but it's good to still be up front and on the pace still.
Well done on heat race number 2. We'll let you get back out of here, and good luck for the trophy dash and the feature later on.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what, Brett, man, we're heading off here. to another heat race. Heat race 3. We got one more after this one. It's going to be interesting there. And I tell you, he kind of sounded a little bit like you did.
What, just waking up?
No, just...
Corey Wentz and Michael
You got me on that one,
yeah. Corey Wentz and Michael Sheridan in your front row. Braden Ela in John Lepresto, row 2. Jonathan Smith and Ryan Martin in row 3. And Michael McCahey in row 4 by himself. Another 10 laps on the board. Who will take out hit race number 3? We're about to find out. Wenzel, he will lead us to the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, green flag flies, and the man out front, he gets a good run, but they're already mixing it up for that second, third spot behind them.
Sheridan going to fend off charges from Ela and also Lepresta, but now Wenzel, he's got his hands full. He's got 3 cars riding behind him. The opening lap will go to Corey Wenzel right now. Sheridan trying to work to the inside. No, tucks in behind him down the back straight away. Sheridan going to use that high side of the racetrack, but Corey Wenzel, he's just got this line down pat at the moment. The opening couple of laps in the book, and Wenzel, he's now going to have a charge from Sheridan on the inside. There's almost contact, but Wenzel gets right back around the outside.
Yes, it does. Battle for the lead up front there. The 21 tried everything he possibly could do. That's actually Michael Sheldon right there. Sheridan, excuse me. Tried everything he can to get on the inside. There was contact, but he's going to try it again. He's not done.
Yeah, Braden Ela in the car in the 005. I apologise if we get that name wrong. It's the first time we've seen him here in the series, but 4 down and 6 to run. Wenzel, your race leader from Sheridan. Really your top 3. And you go back to Lepresto, Smith and Martin. Well, this pack is sort of broken away. The front 3 broken away from the rest of the field. Now Sheridan to the inside, halfway home. Here in heat race number 3, slider from Sheridan. Wenzel with a nice crossover.
Yeah, it is. Battle for the lead up here. You've got Wenzel right there, and actually Sheridan. They are just dog fighting it up front, swapping each other. Man, excuse me, I know I'm probably messing up the last names, but it is a good battle between those 2 guys.
Yeah, Wenzel and Sheridan certainly putting on a show here in heat race number 3. Wenzel uses the slide job line in turns 3 and 4. 7 down, 3 to run here in the third heat race of the night. The second, the penultimate heat race, we'll call it. Braden Ela in the 005 is now pressuring Sheridan. This is for the dash right now. Ela, he's going to throw a slider on Sheridan. Sheridan with a nice crossover, and this is exactly what Wenzel wants to see right now with those 2 drivers battling out, throwing some sliders on each other. That's allowed Wenzel just to clear away from these 2 guys. We go into turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is out right now.
Yeah, it is. White flag one more time here at Eldora. The battle's for second spot right now. You got Braden, and look at him do the slider on the inside coming to the last turns.
Into turn number 3 and 4, the transfer spot. Almost contact, but well done to Corey Wenzel. Gets the job done. Second, we'll go to the 005 of Braden Ela. And Sheridan comes home in third. He will transfer into the main event. John Lepresto, followed by Jonathan Smith, Ryan Martin, and also Michael McCahey rounds out our field. So we'll try and have a chat.
Got him down in the waiting room.
Oh, look. Don't even need me, but hey, Biggsy, well done on picking up heat race number 3.
Thank you, Wheeler.
Hey, how crucial is it with these fixed setups? How pretty much puts everyone on a level playing field.
Yeah, you just gotta hit your marks, be smooth, and that's about it. Just hitting the line and doing what you do best, I guess.
And what do you expect this track to do later on in the night? Obviously, still another heat race to go.
Oh, it's gonna get slick. It's gonna get slick, and people are gonna be all over the place, I think, and be up on the wall and the cushion probably.
All right, man. Well, look, hey, well done on transferring into tonight's Trophy Dash. We'll see you later on, and good luck for the rest of the night.
Hey, thanks, man. Take it easy.
All right, that was our man right there. We're going to get set here for our last heat race of the night.
You just love furry little animals that just want to meow in the background, but
I heard that.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than a kitty cat just meowing for no reason at all. But anyhow, Trampus, Koltoff and Cody Olsen, your front row. The 19 of Shane Kelly lines up alongside the 127 of David Cook and Mark Pinsky and Chance Crum in the back row. 6 cars here in heat race number 4, the 4th and final heat race of the night. We put another 10 laps on the board and we get set to go green.
Absolutely, and the prize tonight is, I think it's, well, at the end of the season, these guys are trying to get a real seat ride in one of these things. There's contacts already in the back with the 29, and they're already back there beating and banging in the backside.
They certainly are. Keep an eye on the 127 of David Cook. He's in third right now. Picked up a second in the Northwest Focus Midget Series on Wednesday night, and he's looking to continue his good form as of late. But right now, your race leader, Trampus Koltoff, in the 421. He will lead the opening 2 laps here in tonight's 4th and final heat race of the night. Cody Olsen back there in second. Oh, well, Koltoff gets into the wall. That's going to allow Cody Olsen in the 6 on the inside, battle on for the race lead.
Yeah, it is. He got in the wall, but he recovered quite well there, so he was able to get that thing straight and keep going and held off the hard charge by Cody. Cody's still riding in the tire tracks of him and is going to try to look to put the slider on him as they go side by side out of the turn here.
Koltoff in the 421, continuing to lead this one right now. We're looking to complete lap number 5 as we go into turn number 3 and 4. Koltoff on the outside, Olsen on the inside. There was a little bit of margin and pushing through the corners right there, but Cody Olsen, he's going to lead lap number 5. He's down to the race lead. Koltoff looking back to the inside, but no, Olsen gets the run coming out of turn number 2.
Yeah, 5 down, 5 to go. Olsen takes it to the front and made it look good. Tramped all over Trampus right there to take that lead away from him. Now he's got his hands full with the man behind him. So battle for seconds about to heat up here.
Yeah, David Cook in the 127 right now, followed by Shane Kelly in the 19. Cook to the outside, trying to get the high side working out of turn number 2. He takes over second and puts himself into the dash at the moment, if he can hang on right now. But Kelly, well, Kelly's going to work to the outside, and Koltoff, he needs to go upstairs, but he can't get up there because it is a freight train at the moment right now. Well, we completed 8 laps, 2 to run.
Yes, it is, and you're right. They're coming up on the white flag this time by that man out front, Cody Olsen, and we got 2 cars sliding in the back. Shouldn't throw a caution here. They're coming down the back stretch for the final time.
Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time in here in tonight's heat race. Cody Olsen gets the job done. Second is going to go to David Cook. Third will be Shane Kelly. Fourth, he's going to go to Travis Koltoff, and he would be bitterly disappointed that he had the race lead for the opening 4 laps, and unfortunately couldn't hang on to transfer into tonight's main event. We had Mark Pinsky and Chance Crum finishing 5th and 6th right there. So we'll have a quick chat with Cody Olsen, and you're already on the mark, so we'll have a chat with the driver of the number 6. Cody, congratulations on heat race number 4. You had to work for that one on the outside.
Yeah, I was pretty tough trying to get up there, but thank God there's enough room there in 3 and 4 to get some traction on the bottom.
What's the track like there at the moment? Is it top, bottom, middle, anywhere?
Probably the last 2 laps I just had, the top was coming in all the way around. It's definitely in 1 and 2, but it just came in 3 and 4.
What does that do for you, knowing that the track is starting to come in on the top side? How will that affect you going forward?
Well, it being fixed setup, there's not really a lot of adjustments you can do, so you just got to kind of play with the wing and get up in the cushion and just hold on for dear life and hope you can pedal your way around it.
All right, man, well done on transferring into tonight's Trophy Dash. We'll see you in just a few moments, and good luck for the rest of the night.
Yep, thank you, gentlemen.
Well, Brett, you're right. We're getting set here to go to the Trophy Dash, and there's going to be just a B main here tonight. It's got that confirmation, no C main tonight. So we're going to go from Trophy Dash to B main as these guys are starting to line them up here. He's going to get this field set for our Trophy Dash here tonight, and man, if it's any indication of what we seen earlier, your cats in the background are going to be happy.
Yeah, I think the cat's watching somewhere. I think it could be watching on YouTube. That's OSRN on YouTube. Could be watching on the True Game Fans Network on Twitch, or you never know. It might have logged into a Facebook and watching on virtual2reality.tv.
Cats.com.
I ain't going there.
Oh.
Tonight's Trophy Dash, the top 2 finishers in the 4 heat races that we've just seen, that will conduct our 8 cars in tonight's Trophy Dash. 10 laps on the board for that one, and well, how they finish this Trophy Dash is how the first 8 positions will be lined up into tonight's feature event. Positions 9 through to 12 are for the drivers that finish 3rd in the heat races, and then we take our top 8 from tonight's B main. So we only take 20 cars, so there will be some drivers being sent home. But Derek Walker, Lewis Hewitt, your front row. Corey Wenzel and Cody Olsen, row 2. Row 3, Marty Barnes and William Evans. Row 4, Braden Ela and David Cook. That is your 8 cars here in tonight's Trophy Dash.
Well, going green this next time around here, this time by. So we're about to get them buckled up here at Eldora Speedway on the dirt. And I hope everybody's enjoying the awesome racing here. It's Trophy Dash time.
Yeah, and a couple of couple of new faces in the Trophy Dash. Normally we wouldn't see in a sort of open setup room. No disrespect to those drivers, but you know, the guys on a fixed setup. Well, it's an even level playing field right now. Derek Walker to the front of the field right now. Lewis Hewitt looking to the inside, down the back straight away. Into 3 and 4 they run. The slide job from Lewis Hewitt is complete. Walker looks to come back underneath him now. Hewitt will lead the opening lap. Hewitt right on the cushion. It's starting to form already, Joe.
Yes, it is. The man up high, boy, he's running that cushion very good right there, Slide Job City. But don't count out this other one, that 00. I believe that's the 888 machine of Corey. He got contact. He was almost up there in the second spot.
Yeah, just got into the left rear of Derek Walker there, but look at David Cook trying to work on the inside. You see a lot of these drivers work to the top side of the racetrack. The top 3, they're gone. Look at the battle on behind it right now. Braden Ela, Evans in the 711, and David Cook in the 127. You throw in Corey Wenzel and Marty Barnes as well. So 5 cars going at a tooth and nail right now into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, it is. William out there, boy, in the 711 machine. Definitely don't have any slushies. If he did, he'd be handing them out left and right. He is definitely driving the wheels off of that sprint machine right now. He is currently up in about the 4th place spot, trying to hold off a hard charging halfway this time.
Yeah, Ian the 005 as well, working to the outside. In fact, nearly nose to tail, down into 1 and 2. Cook went to the inside in turn number 1, halfway home. 5 down, 5 down, make that 4 to run. As Hewitt, he's continuing to lead this field here in tonight's Trophy Dash.
Yes, he is. Derek Walker's kind of fallen off the pace a little bit. He's fallen into the, well, excuse me there. I think that would be Cody Olsen, I believe, is sitting in the 3rd place spot. I might be wrong.
That is correct. Cody Olsen in the 6th, and that's going to have 7 laps down with 3 to run. Marty Barnes in 4th as well. We go back to William Evans in the 711. I'll take a large raspberry slushy, thanks.
No doubt about it. He is definitely, he's had a pretty good run so far. Right there, just trying to actually see if he can't get up into, you said a top 8 transfer in this one, right?
No, this is Trophy Dash. This is how they finish. It's how they will start the top 8 positions. So, B will be Cody Olsen. 4th will be Marty Barnes. 5th is going to go to William Evans. 6th, Braden Ela. 7th is David Cook and Corey Wenzel in 8th position. So, how they finish that race is how the first 8 positions. That's how just making everything a little bit easier for yourself come that 30-lap feature time.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty happy there to move up and start pole for the feature. Hopefully it goes like last week for me. I think I did the same last week. I moved up through the dash, so hopefully I can have a good result again.
Track looks to be fairly top dominant at the moment. Is that the way you see it out there at the moment as well?
Oh yeah, it's definitely moving up. I think there's still some lines down the bottom there. I know 1 and 2 I can see a patch, and I think 3 and 4 if you hit it right, you should be able to get a bit of a run maybe. So yeah, not completely top dominant, but definitely is the fastest line.
Obviously, you can't make any real adjustments. The only adjustments I believe you can make is just moving that top wing, backwards and forwards. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. Just moving the wing around. And I just push the thing all the way forwards and go for it, really.
Take the rock screen out.
Tonight we've got no rock screen, but I might add it for the feature if you like.
No, I would not like you to do that.
All right then.
Hey, 30 laps, it's a long way around here. Obviously, Wednesday night in the Northwest Focus Midget, things didn't sort of go your way, but 30 laps is a long way when it comes to running a sprint car around Eldora.
Yeah, it didn't go the best for me then, but hopefully the sprint cars I can get a better showing. I know it's a problem for me trying to run right around the top all the time. I sometimes drift into that fence.
So you're saying there's a chance that the 3 machine might end up over the catch fence signing some autographs?
There's definitely a chance.
Well, look, I know you like to sell some t-shirts, so we'll let you get back to the hauler, and good luck for the main event.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, here we go. B-main time here tonight, Brett.
Yeah, B-main, and this is where the top 8 will transfer into the main event. So a lot of cars. In fact, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 cars. So half the field essentially will not make this one. The top 8 will go through to tag the back of the main event. David Harleman and Austin Simmelman. You got John Lopresto and Trampus Koltoff. John Batista, we're getting set. 20 laps on the board. We're green.
Absolutely, green flag flies. David Heileman out front gets a good jump, but then the backside here, they are mixing it up already. Almost 4 wide here at Eldora.
No surprise, and look at Heileman going straight to the top of the racetrack. Simmelman as well. Then you've got Travis Koltoff in the 421. Alex Peck in the 59, who we seen was very fast in his heat race right now, sitting in 4th position, 5th. Oh, that belongs to John Lopresto and John Batista sitting in 6th right now. 7th, we have a look at the 92 Seth Espy. And then 8th is Mark Pinsky. Oh, there's big contact. Chance Crum upside down along with the 23 of Jonathan Smith.
Let's go back on a replay here and check out what happened on that one. Oh, yeah, just contact between the two. Under caution there. Hate to see that on Chance Crum's part.
Yes, unfortunately for Chance Crum and Jonathan Smith, there is contact. And with these open wheel cars, generally when there's contact, it will send at least one car upside down anyway. You might get lucky and get back rolling on all fours, but not the case for Chance Crum and Jonathan Smith. Their night is done and dusted.
Hate to see that on anybody, but up front, David Heileman there, still leading the way. Austin Simmelman, he's sitting there in 2nd. It was a good run there for a little bit as we're getting set here to go back green flag racing.
Just looking at the laps as well. So it looks like we're going to have 4 complete.
16 to go.
Correct. So here we go. Not heat race. I'll be main time. Top 8 will go on to tonight's dash, and caution laps count in tonight's B main as well. So we'll keep you updated on that 8th and final transfer spot if we can, if there's a battle going for that one, but we'll try and keep everyone up to date on the racing throughout the field. David Heileman, well, he's going to launch back to green flag racing here in tonight's B main.
There it is, green flag, and number 12 there, David, he gets a jump out front of the 18 of Austin as they are storming right here. That 42 machine, real quick, I'm going to see if I can't find out. Is that a 421, isn't it? Wouldn't that be Trampus in 3rd place?
Correct, that is Travis Koltoff in the 421 in 3rd. Then you go back to Alex Peck in the 59. So we're a quarter way done here in tonight's B main. In fact, we're going to be 6 down with 14 to run. Heileman still your race leader, nose to tail. And the battle is on right now. Seth Espy looking to the inside of John Lopresto.
Yeah, it is. Good battles throughout the whole entire field here, up front, in the back, and in the middle. That's just what we come to see here tonight for the Virtual 2 Reality .tv, presented by Payday.gg and True Gaming Network here tonight. So these guys are definitely putting on an awesome show out here at Eldora.
Simmelman got around David Heileman. Now here comes Koltoff. Well, he blinks his way past David Heileman in that 12 machine. So Heileman back to 3rd right now. And that's not what he wants to see, because every position that he loses, well, he just goes back potentially a row further. Harleman looking to throw the slider on Kolkoff right now. No, Kolkoff, he's going to hang on to second.
Halfway home in this one here as David's looking on the low side, trying to get that spotter working. Can't quite get the slider to move as he heads again back in there. He's going to see if he can't slide up in the front. Contact between the two.
9 to go here in the B main tonight. Here comes Peck looking to the inside of Kolkoff. Kolkoff uses that high side momentum to drive away from Alex Peck. Now here comes Batista. Well, they're going to throw some slide jobs, and I said I didn't think we were going to see too many sliders. But tonight, at the moment, man, these guys are throwing some haymakers at each other.
Yeah, in line. This is like Slider City here tonight. Look at that 39 of John Batista. He goes on the inside, up to high to the cushion, but Alex Peck says not today. Crosses him back over, comes back low, and he does the same thing.
Batista with that momentum right in the cushion out of turn number 2. 14 down, 6 to run as they come past the start-finish line. Batista, he's going to make his way up into that 4th spot at the moment. Peck, he's going to look to throw a slider on Batista. Batista works back around the outside of the 59. 6 is the Presto, 7th is Hespy, and then you have Britton Roxby in our 8th and final transfer spot. 5 to run.
5 to go in this one here for the B main, and that man John Batista's doing it at high and wide, but you also got another one out front there. That would be Austin Sintelman, who is leading the way with David Heileman right there in tow.
Yeah, a couple of teammates there, Austin Sintelman and David Heileman, both in the B main here tonight. But it's round number 11 and the first week of the fixed setup, and we should have 3 laps left to run. Here is Sintelman putting that 18 out in front, but the 12 of Heileman, he's starting to close the gap as he comes down the back straightaway. Heileman, well, they both run the virtual reality headset as well, so, I mean, these guys, it all comes back down to driver ability. 2 to run.
2 to run, and we'll get the white flag the next time by, but look at Heileman. The Heilemaniacs are going crazy as he's going to try to put the slider on the inside for the lead.
Side by side off of turn number 4. Give it to Sintelman. Heileman going to keep to the low side in turn number 1 and 2. Well, he's going to lose a fair ton of ground to the 18, but he will be able to hang on to a transfer spot. And into turn 3 and 4 for the final time, the B main. That's going to go to Austin Sintelman. Second is going to go to, now I'm not sure at the line whether it was Travis Kolkoff or David Heileman.
Looked like David there. From the angle I had, looked like he had him by a nose, Brett.
All right, and unfortunately for Kolkoff, he actually finished upside down, so he will still get his spot, just that we won't be able to see it. So we'll count him as 3rd anyway. John Batista 4th, 5th was Alex Peck, 6th was Britton Roxbury, 7th John Lepresto, and that 8th and final car to transfer is Seth Hespy in car number 92. Jacob Fields and Michael McKay, those drivers will go home along with the drivers that also got a DNF. And, well, Joe, everything but the main event has been run and done.
Wow, you know, and I tell you, good run by the man right there in the main, but we are going to get set here to, you know, the race control. He's going to get us lined up for the main one here. We got Austin Sintelman down here. I know you like getting a talk in with him. We'll let you get a talk in with that last winner of the B main.
All right, Austin, congratulations on the B main. Not a race that you'd like to be in, but you still managed to transfer into the main event.
Yeah, I just put myself in a huge hole and I qualified really bad, so a lot of work cut ahead of me here, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, look, first time we've seen you this season, you know, with the fixed setup, has that kind of, you know, played a part on why you're actually, you know, coming to run these races now?
Oh, not really. I just remembered that they ran and decided I'd show up tonight, so just throwing it out there and see what happens. So hopefully we can move up and get a few more spots better in this feature.
Well, you're going to start from that 13th starting spot. It's going to make your life a little bit difficult to get through the field, seeing as that, you know, everybody is on the same setup. So good luck for the feature, and you know, hopefully we get to chat to you later on in the night.
Thanks, Brett.
There's Austin right there. He looked very good in the B main, as you know, he's going to try to win this thing here tonight in the feature. And Brett, I tell you, we've just seen some awesome racing. I mean, these guys here, Eldora just brings that about it. This place is electric and exciting, and I think this fixed setup here really has kind of evened the field out, I guess is the word to say, and has made these guys, concentrate more on where to put that car at rather than just kind of just driving the wheels off of it.
Oh, 100%, and you only have to look at, the drivers that have already transferred, from the heat races into the main event, guys, that you normally might not see in a dash. You got the likes, we have a look, through the field, like you look at David Cook, William Evans, Braden Ela, first time we've seen him, Marty Barnes as well. I mean, you put everyone on the same setup, it makes that qualifying field draw just that all a little bit more important. Then you go and put everyone on the same setup in a heat race to where the track, hasn't really developed two racing lines. It's all about track position. So, well done to the drivers that have already made tonight's show, and to the drivers that haven't, well, they can come back on Wednesday night in the Northwest Focus Midget Series, or if they don't want to try that, they can come back next week in the 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Yeah, no doubt about it. As we're race controls, getting everything set up for our feature here. And folks, I appreciate everybody tuning in, because boy, we have definitely got a house full of streams going on. We're here live here tonight from the virtual2reality.tv Facebook page, OSR Network, YouTube, and Twitch. And we also got the True Game Network, and you can check those guys out over there on TGFN Racing on their Twitch side too, being broadcasted there. So as now we're getting set here, race control, he's getting us set up here tonight for our feature race. Yeah, and just before they get there, I believe the cars that finished third in the 4 heat races earlier on, they should be getting a couple of laps out on the racetrack just to familiarize themselves with the track and the track changes that may have happened. You see it's gotten a lot slicker from when these guys were out on the racetrack last. So car number 21, Michael Sheridan, out on the racetrack along with his teammate in the 57, Anthony Lopresto, in that Iron Aces Incorporated number 36 of Nathan Davis, and Shane Kelly in car number 19. Those are the 4 drivers out on track. So a little bit of a whole lap session for these 4 drivers as they finished third in the 4 heat races earlier on tonight. Yeah, just going to let them get a little warm up out here before we go into the feature. Let them see what the track is like here. It's going to be a, folks, if you don't like dirt racing, I don't know what to do for you, because this stuff's really exciting. Maybe you need to, like I always like to say, Brett, they need to take the racing medication. Well, look, the Commonwealth Games are on over here in Australia. I mean, I'm sure they've got some lawn bowls or, some, how about diving? Throw in a bit of diving in there. If you don't like dirt racing, you ain't got a pulse. Yeah, that. Or we can play some golf for them. Yeah, well. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I'm going to tell you, it has been an electric one here tonight. Definitely want to get a shout out to the title sponsor here, Payday.gg, and obviously True Game Network for coming on board here for the virtual2reality.tv 360 wing sprints here. And just for everybody that might be new out there tuning in, these guys that are on Payday.gg, True Game Network, those guys, being into esports that they are, bringing about the broadcast of esports, and obviously iracing.com, bringing an awesome simulator here to life, because this is about the closest thing you're really ever going to get without spending thousands and thousands of dollars and stepping foot in one of these things for real. And it's like I always say, Brett, unless they come up with a convertible race car, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to get in the windshield of one of these things. Look, I've driven a wing sprint car before, and let me tell you, I've spent thousands of dollars. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say I spent, because my old man spent thousands of dollars just for the both of us to go out and have a bit of fun. I've had my fair share of race cars, but tell you what, iRacing, they've done a fantastic job over the past year on giving us a platform to run dirt, because prior to this there was no dirt on iRacing. It was all that boring stuff on the asphalt, the stuff that you get to these dirt track races. Boring? What?
Come on, man.
I say boring because that's my opinion.
Yeah, everybody, some people like it, some people don't, but you gotta be a race fan in general and love everything. And I also want to give a shout out to, Joel Hamilton, like you just said earlier, putting the stuff on in the background there for Virtual Rally. I want to give a shout out to Race Control, man, who I'm in my other ear here. I'm listening to, just to let the viewers and everybody know, who is calling all this action, getting these drivers set, and is organizing this. And that's Roger Wagner out there, definitely week in and week out, doing a fantastic job. And I obviously want to appreciate Brett coming up here in the booth with me. And hey, check it out, Ultimate Dirt TV. The man loves dirt, folks. I can't change his mind on the asphalt. Now, I love oval side, but hey, he loves dirt, and you can check him out throughout the week, man, and he's awesome.
Oh, session has been advanced, and that's going to give us our grid or our queue to get set for tonight's feature event. It's going to be 30 laps in distance. Now you'll see on the ticket it will show 36 laps. We'll explain to the viewers and everyone watching around the world what is going to happen. So the first 6 laps will not count towards tonight's feature race. What we will do in those first 6 laps, when we get the initial green flag, it will not be the green flag that starts the race. We're going to roll around for 2 laps to get these drivers in their correct positions, as we're doing a manual grid. So these drivers have a couple of laps to get the correct grid order. And then when they get the correct grid order, they'll break into a 4-wide formation, the 4-wide salute, the greatest shine or greatest show of respect to the fans. So the greatest sight in all the motorsports, I should say.
It is definitely a good sight. I mean, I actually didn't know much about it until I got into the dirt side of things, and you're right, Brett. I really do like that 4-wide salute.
5 rows of 4 cars just side by side. It's the greatest sight you'll see in all of motorsports. And after they break from the 4-wide salute, they'll roll around for a lap or 2, and then on the 6th lap they will get the green flag, and that will be the start to start the race. Any cautions brought on tonight, it will count into tonight's feature event. So essentially, they pretty much any caution or any time a caution comes out, we essentially lose 3 laps of green flag.
Yeah, and like you just said, yellows don't count in this one. That's why there's so many that they are. But I'm about to pull them off here on the pace truck wheel. We're going to see that awesome 4-wide salute around here as he'll line them up. But it's just going to be an awesome thing. You'll see the fireworks fly here at Eldora. You're going to see the fireworks fly here on the track too when these guys get to racing.
Well, there's the fireworks coming off at perfect timing. The cars will start to roll off from pit lane. We'll be 2 laps behind the iracing official pace truck, and then we'll get set into getting the grid set properly, and then we'll also obviously see the 4-wide. So 30 laps in distance. The winner, well, they'll have a chance, and well, not necessarily the winner, but if a driver has already qualified for the final event of the series, it will go to the next highest finisher. So we're going to have I think it's a 26-week season.
Yeah, about 26 to 30, I believe it is. Yep.
Okay, so at the end of the regular season, we're going to have, I think it might be 26 or 30, whatever the number is, amount of drivers, they're going to be different. So, you won't see a repeat driver. You'll see all 30, we'll call it 30. All 30 slots will be filled up, and then they'll go into the final race of the season, and then that's where they're competing for a chance to get in a real sprint car ride. So, I mean, it's only I believe it's a 305 sprint car that they're going to get an opportunity in, but still to get a ride in a sprint car, without putting up thousands and thousands of dollars. It's an awesome opportunity that Virtual 2 Reality and Payday.gg and also True Game Fans Network are providing with.
Absolutely. I tell you what, just real quick, the first time I ever heard those fireworks go off here on iRacing, I said, what in the world is that?
Jumped out of your chair, didn't you?
I did. I was like, what's that? And the guy said, you've never been to a dirt race? I said, no. Well, they shoot the fireworks at the beginning instead of the end. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we're a strange bunch of people. Us dirt track and others. It's but you know what? We're a different kettle of fish as well. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, it was exciting either way just to watch. And, you know, look at these guys lined up here on the grid. That's what's happening right now, folks. So don't worry. No, they're not out there just kind of riding around. This is not as slow as they're going to go in the race, which would be kind of interesting. But no, they're actually getting them lined up here, and then we'll get the full wide salute lined up here.
Look, I was going to take a pot shot at your asphalt stuff, but I'll leave that one alone. It's, look, it's been a good night so far. You know, it's yeah, there's nothing wrong with a bit of friendly banter. Oh no, that has just absolutely screwed everything up.
Yeah, it did. Just cause a caution. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, race control would not be happy with what just happened.
Yeah, I'm listening to him. He don't sound too upset, but it's just I think it was basically just something that iRacing triggered a caution for some reason. Don't know why. Someone drove out onto the racetrack, and I'm going to find out who it was. And I have a feeling I know who it was. Out of respect for that person, I'm not gonna name and shame him. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to miss the 4 wide salute this time. I believe we just got confirmation on it because of the caution. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're skipping the 4 wide. Just got confirmation on it. So, unfortunately, we won't get to see that tonight. But, hey, some things happen, and, you know, it is what it is.
That's
tough one, man. I know. You're looking forward to that, wasn't you?
I just shaking my head. Shaking my head. Just shaking my head.
I don't know what brought that caution out like that.
I hope the grid is correct. That's just all I'm going to say. I hope the grid is correct. Because if that grid's not correct, well then that just that screws everything up for these drivers.
I think the grid is correct right now. I think they did get everybody lined up right. So he was able to get everybody lined up like they needed to be. It's just that caution came out at an inappropriate time. Still don't know why. I don't know. Did you ever find out?
Someone pulled out of the pits. And,
okay.
Yeah, and just because they were going, you know, so slow out of the pits, they obviously must have stopped. So it's
well, pace truck's
green flag,
in.
green flag.
Green flag flies. Okay, they won't take off now this time.
No, they're gonna go past the start finish line. Then they're gonna go green next time by. It's just so it doesn't give any of these drivers a black flag to where race control has to clear, you know, 10 or 15 black flags. So we should be green this time by. So we're going to be essentially short of a couple of laps, but still we're going to see some great action. And oh my, just what am I seeing here?
Oh yeah, he's trying to get this guy lined back up in the back. Green flag's about to fly here, Brett, the man out front. That's actually old Lewis Hewitt. He gets a good jump out there. Behind him, Derek Walker. They're already 3 and 4 wide in the back, though.
Yeah, 3 wide and nearly 3 and 4 wide. 3 wide down the back straight away. Simmel Heilemann on the outside and inside of Sheridan. Oh, there's contact in the back of the bus. Surely we're going to go yellow Sheridan. Well, he's going to end upside down. Yeah, on the front straight away. The 7-Eleven of William Evans as well. He's going to be slowing on the front stretch. But the 21 of Michael Sheridan in the UW Motorsports Colby's Eye Paints Ultimate Dirt TV, he will find himself back on pit road. And that is his night done and dusted early on. So an early caution here in tonight's feature event.
Yeah, I hate to see that from the 7-Eleven man himself, William Evans, excuse me. He just got turned around and knocked all over the place on the track. So under caution for the first time here at Eldora tonight as old Lewis Hewitt, the man from down under, pulls it out front. Derek Walker, we said earlier, he wants to be able to see if he can put it out here. Put it on pole earlier on tonight in qualifying. So he's looking good. Cody Olson right there in third. I mean, these guys stormed out the gate here on the start laps.
Yeah, it was, all Lewis Stewart getting that initial jump on the field, and if he can keep that car, off that wall, he said it before, and just to say it again, what he said, he has a tendency of getting that those right side tires stuck in the wall, to where if they climb that wall and you come down so fast, it basically breaks your rear end of the race car, and your night's pretty much over. So it's going to be 1 to green here, and they're going to go single file on these restarts, and we still have about 23 laps to go, I think.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good one as Lewis Hewitt's pulling this train of awesome 360 wing sprints around Eldora as we're getting set to go back green flags. The pace truck's coming into the final turns.
Pace truck, a left-hand turn. Lewis Hewitt has command of the field. He gets on the gas.
Green flag.
He drives it right through the slick to try and get some speed up going into turn number 1 and 2. Right now, Olsen and Walker, 2nd and 3rd. Marty Barnes in 4th right now. David Cook looking for a top 5 as well. In fact, sitting in 5th right now. Oh, Corey Wenzel into the wall. We're going to come upside down in turns 3 and 4. That's the 005 of Braden Ela.
Yeah, 005 machine himself there. Braden hit the wall hard. Flipped that thing right up there in the side of the wall. Wow. What we're kind of seeing right now is these all guys are even. And all these carts out here, I mean, these sprint machines, they're all running just right there on top of each other. And these guys are just having to modulate the track.
Well, unfortunately, I'm seeing here tonight what I've seen on Wednesday, the Northwest Focus Midget Series. We didn't get a whole lot of laps in, unfortunately. It's just that this track, the cushion, being so close to the wall, it's catching drivers out. And we didn't see it in the heat race, and we didn't see it in the B main. So we've only seen sort of a couple of cautions all night. It's just that this A main, people want to get to the front as quickly as they can, but sometimes you might just see people overdrive it. But I think they just need to sort of settle down and get into a rhythm.
Oh yeah, sometimes you kind of get a little panicky out there. That's just any motorsport driver. That sometimes they get a little antsy, but you're right. Patience is a virtue, and sometimes you have got to just have, especially if you're in the middle of the pack and in the back, and you've got to make it to the front here. So you've just got to have that patience to calm down, bring it to the front here, and we'll just see what happens as Lewis Hewitt still out front with Derek Walker there in 2nd. As those top 3 got away pretty good on that last restart.
I can tell you, Lewis Hewitt, he's a good fisherman too. He knows how to catch a fish. But what this is doing as well, these yellows, they're actually eating into the amount of.
How do you know he knows how to catch a fish?
I'll tell you what. I'll explain that on our next yellow if we have one.
Green flag.
Lewis Hewitt will lead the field once again down into turn number 1 and 2. Walker in 2nd. 3rd is Cody Olsen, Marty Barnes, David Cook. Now, how about David Heileman up to position number 6, looking on the inside of the Presto. He is running the inside line, and while he's bringing his teammate Heileman, he's bringing Simmerman with him. So Heileman and Simmerman, they come from that 7th row, and they're looking at inside the money right now.
He's the only one down low right now trying to do it. Now he slides up the top. We got some carts in the back spinning and turning all over the place. That's going to involve Krampus right there. Let's go back here on the replay. I want to tell you what. Krampus nowhere to go. Actually, I don't know who that was in front of him. I think it's Alex Pick.
Looking at my own little replay here, looking at a car that was upside down. That was Batista. Yeah, Pick got into the back of Batista, and Travis Kolthoff had nowhere to go. So nothing that Travis Kolthoff could do about that one, but yeah.
Wow. Well, good run. Like you just said, David Heileman was using that low line. He was the only one to travel down low on the track. Then he slid up there to the middle side. So maybe he's trying to see. I mean, everybody's up high right now. They're up not quite on the cushion, but they're right there at it. So maybe he's trying a different line to see if the track will hold down there, just to see if he can make gains and come to the front.
Well, I remember I did ask Lewis on what the track was like after that dash. He did say that, you know, down low there was still a little bit of bottom in 3 and 4 if you hit it right. Obviously, you know, Heileman's actually hitting that bottom side of the racetrack, especially in 1 and 2. You know, there's a lot more room for error down in 1 and 2 than what there is in 3 and 4. So, you know, Heileman, he's actually, I believe, top 6 get paid. So, at the moment, you know, Lepresto is in that 6th and final spot. Heileman looking for the 2nd week in a row to get into the money here for round number 11.
Well, I know you would like to see Lepresto stay there, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's
I noticed that. That's why.
Yeah, lights are out. Pace truck in. Lap 20
Green flag, green flag.
complete according to this one, and we're going to have about 12 to run, or 13 to run here in the main event. And Hewitt, well, he's going to get another good start as Lepresto. He's going to look to the inside of David Cook, and Heileman, he's going to get around the outside of Lepresto. Here comes Simmelman as well, working to the outside. Is he going to get around Lepresto? Yes, he does out of turn number 4.
Yeah, they're going high and wide. You can see him using that awesome man up there on the cushion. Oh, we got a cart around, and that looks like Austin Sintelman actually spun. No caution because he was able to get that thing going, but almost spun it around in the middle of the track, and he's up against the wall again.
Now battle on for 2nd and 3rd right now. Derek Walker trying to fend off a charge here from Cody Olsen. Red Marty Barnes getting into the wall, coming out of turn number 2. That allowed David Heileman. He's now going to be in position number 4 as they come across the start-finish line. And we've got about 10 laps to run here.
Yeah, we are, and I tell you what, right now, Lewis Hewitt is loving everything he is seeing in his rear-view mirror there. You got Derek Walker and the man there, Cody Olsen. They are beating and banging heavy metal style here on the dirt track of Eldora. Look at that slider that the man of Olsen put on him and was able to hold it for the 2nd place spot.
Yeah, that was a big slider there as Walker almost gets into the back of Olsen, but now look at Heileman starting to reel in that 3rd place. Olsen into the wall. Walker, he gets underneath from Heileman into a podium, looking for position number 2. Look at Britton Roxbury's rolling the 16. Heileman up to position number 2.
Man, battles on for 2nd, 3rd, 4th place spot right now as they are swapping it back and forth about as fast as you can swap socks in the morning. Oh, car around the 16, yellow flags out.
Yeah, Roxbury and Cody Olsen both got together coming out of turn number 2, and that's the reason the caution did fly. And
wow.
Well, with that caution, that is going to set us up for an absolute crucial restart. There is going to be fireworks on the racetrack right now, because I dare say we're going to get set for either a 3-lap dash or a green-white checker.
Yes, and it's going to be thrilling. Folks, put your drinks down, tell everybody in the house to be quiet, and tell the neighbors to hush, because we're about to settle this one here at Eldora on the dirt track.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
Yes, it is. And Lewis Hewitt, he is definitely having some fun out there. He had a huge lead. Now, he probably didn't want to see that caution. Probably would have loved to see it go green, but he's going to need the restart of his life. David Heileman, though, is flexing his muscles in that 12 machine as we're getting set here to go back green flag racing.
So just looking at our results here at the moment. So Lewis Hewitt, your race leader. David Heileman, Derek Walker in 3rd. Anthony and John Lepresto running 4th and 5th. Britton Roxbury in 6th. And looking at the lights on the pace truck, they are out. So we're going green this time by. So it'll complete lap 33. And we're going to have 3 to run. So a green, a white checker is in order for these drivers. Can Lewis Hewitt, can he hang on?
Yep, that's the pace truck's pulling him around. It takes that hard left turn, and
Green
Lewis
flag,
Hewitt
green
wastes no
flag.
time getting out front there. He knows he needs to with the start as they head off in the turn. The battle's on for 2nd spot as David Heileman, he's up on the cushion there. That's going to lead the opening for Derek Walker.
Yeah, Hewitt is gone right now, and with 2 laps left to run. Oh, not long. He's got about half a second over David Heileman right now. Walker still in 3rd. Then you got all the Presto boys running
yellow
4th
flag
and
is out.
5th. Britton Roxbury, the yellow is out. That will conclude the race here tonight. Lewis Hewitt will get the job done.
Wow, I'll tell you what, went to the final flag there. Lewis Hewitt had an awesome run either way out front. The 12 machine of David Heileman there is going to round it out in second, along with Derek Walker, our qualifying man on point tonight. He's right there, going to be in third place. Brett, what a run here at Eldora. These guys put on a show, and they do it. I want to give a appreciation and a shout out, man, to the title sponsors, virtualtruereality.tv, payday.gg, and True Gaming Network here tonight for bringing all this action to you. Man, it was awesome. I'm just going to get some interviews in here with these guys.
It was a race that was, I had a couple of caution, but not to take away from the race, but look at that number 3, just burning it down on pit road, and he's another heavy camper. He's just earned himself another $75 payday.
Man, definitely right there. We'll bring up the third place man here, Derek Walker. You want to get talking with him or what?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, yeah.
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
All right, standing by the 20 machine of Derek Walker. Derek, an overall great night. You started off quick time, you won your heat, and now you come home with a third place finish here in tonight's main event. And overall, a pretty good night for you.
Yeah, I can't complain at all. I'm really happy with it. I wish I would have been able to do a little bit better on the starts there in that feature, but we were just mixing it up front there, and it was just kind of scary. So I was just trying to hang on there for the most part.
And talk about that racetrack at the end there. I mean, virtually from start to finish on that feature, it was that cushion was built up fairly big. It was looked like very treacherous to run.
Yeah, that cushion, it's no pain, no gain type of thing there, because you can get the best runs of the race up there, but you can also get thrown directly into the wall. So it's a little bit scary. I'm still trying to get used to it. Obviously, I feel like I could have ran up a little higher up on it most of the time. And I believe that's what Lewis was doing. That's how he was able to really pull away from us. But yeah, it was scary. I never did really try the bottom. I'm not sure if anybody was able to make that work or not.
I can tell you that Hyman had pretty much moved his way through the field of running the bottom. But tell you, well done on a third place. Why don't you thank some sponsors before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, just first of all, thank Joel and V2R and all the great stuff that they do. Roger for adminning all this and putting all that on, and you guys at Ultimate Dirt TV doing an amazing job. I think that's where we're at, right?
OSRN tonight.
OSRN, sorry. I
tonight.
have trouble with these broadcasts, keeping them straight. Yeah, you guys, I want to thank you, and then Raven Graphics, Doyle Lawrence, he come on as my sponsor, and he just has stuck with me all season long, so big thank you to him, giving me some amazing paints. And then a shout out to all my followers over at the Jalopy Twitch channel. They support me every week, even the ones where I hit the wall.
Well, Brett, I tell you what, right there, and I hope the sponsor don't beat me up too bad. It's True Game Fans Network. I keep messing out with the fan part. Definitely don't want to do that, because all the fans got to see an awesome race here at Eldora. Got a bit of a news for you here, Brett, though, for the next guy we're about to bring up here, David Heileman. He gets a invite to the final and a chance to earn seat time in a real sprint car.
Yeah, very exciting. So, big congrats to Heileman on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm going to bring him up here. I'll get a talk in with him, because I'll let you get a talk in with a race winner here tonight. Bring up old Mr. David Heileman. Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, Joe, what's up, man?
Oh, I tell you what, you were coming through the field like a madman there on the Black Friday sale. How was that car set up here, and how was the track for you?
I didn't even know it was going to be a fixed setup until I went in the practice server like 5 minutes before the race, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because I honestly had no confidence in my regular 360 setup. So it was loose at times, and it was tight at times. It was kind of weird, but I found a good middle ground with our wing there.
Well, tell you what, guess what? You get an invite to the final and a chance to earn some seat time in a real sprint car.
Oh, see, I don't even know when the final is, but I guess it sounds awesome.
Hey, there you go. I mean, that is that's an awesome opportunity here from virtual2reality.tv, payday.gg, and True Game Fans Network here Man, I tell you, did you think you were going to be able to get up to the second spot there on the start of this race?
No, not really, not at all. I got second in the B main, and I was like, shoot, I think I would have rather started on the inside. So I was nervous about starting on the outside, but kind of dodged a couple things, and I think I was in about 7th, and I was like, well, I think I'm faster than like the at least next 3 cars, and then when Cody and Derek were battling so hard for second, I was able to catch them and get back in. So I was definitely pleasantly surprised with tonight.
Got a real quick question on that though. Everybody was running a high line. We noticed you down there low. Was that just something by design? Did you think that low line was going to run as fast as it was?
It's really, when you take it, you're just hoping something stacks up on the high line. That's your only hope. Otherwise, you'll probably lose 1 position, if not more.
Okay. Well, you were making it work very well throughout the night here. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
Thanks to Team VLR, OSRN for putting us on, the virtual 2 reality guys, and sweet, I'm in the finals for a shot at driving in a real race car. Hey, that's awesome. Check out my YouTube channel, I'm Indy33. Got a photo finish or a last lap pass in Dirt Night tonight in the wingless 360s. Anybody wants to check that out? That was fun. So yeah, we'll take it.
Oh, no doubt about it. I know the Hylomaniacs will all be pumped up and excited over it. Again, congratulations on second place tonight, David. Well, our next guy we're going to bring up here, Brett, tonight's winner, man from down under there, Australian himself, Lewis Hewitt. Let's bring him up here and let you get a talk in with him.
Yeah, we're just going to try and get through the hundreds of people down here buying Lewis Hewitt t-shirts. But Lewis, congratulations on that race win. I mean, a dominating win from you, virtually from start to finish.
Yeah, that was a good one again. Pretty happy with that. Managed to keep it out of the wall for once. So that's always a challenge for me.
That racetrack, that top side of the racetrack was just literally dominant on the racetrack. I mean, what was the? Did you look at the bottom at any stage under those yellows?
No, I had the line I was running, and I just thought I'd sit on that. You know, I went for the safe line in 3 and 4 again. A bit too dangerous trying to keep it up against the fence the whole time. So went round the top in 1 and 2, sort of went through the middle in 3 and 4, and slid up, and yeah, just kept it going around.
That last yellow there with you had 3 to run. You've seen Heilemann come through the V main, come through the field. You know, what was going through your mind coming down the backstretch? You know, knowing that you had Heilemann right behind you.
Oh, he was definitely going to put the pressure on. I'd seen that he'd come right from 12th, I think it was, up to 2nd. So I was worried there that he'd have the speed to drive around me. But I got a good start there, I think, and I held him off for the lap and a half or 2 that we got green, and yeah, just managed to get the win with the caution. So be happy in the end.
Well, you continue to dominate the winnings here at Virtual 2 Reality, and also paid it at GG along with True Game Fans Network as well. You get some more fishing money, I see, so you got to be happy about that. But before we let you get out of here, I'm sure there's some people you want to thank.
Yeah, always happy to get another win. I think that's my 4th one here now, so yeah, I'm really happy about that. But yeah, as always, I'd like to thank TTL Esports for all their help and support, along with the people who support us. We've got Ash Media, Down Under Graphics, Hyper Stimulators, Tie Designs. Yeah, thanks to all those guys, and thanks to you guys once again.
And SimSpec Engineering.
And SimSpec Engineering. I apologise, I missed one.
That's okay. I'll let you buy.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Well, Brad, I tell you what, man, what a race, what a finish, what an awesome run here. Let's get the unofficial results order here tonight. I'll wait till this comes up. Didn't know that was there, but all right. Lewis Hewitt brings it up in the victory lane here. David Heilemann there in 2nd, Derek Walker 3rd, Anthony Lepresto in 4th, John Lepresto there in 5th, Britton Roxbury 6th, Alex Peck 7th, David Cook 8th, Corey Wetzel there in 9th, and Nathan Davis around the top 10. When I tell you, it was exciting from the heats to the trophy to the first main, B main, and then to the feature. A few cautions here and there, but these guys will get that worked out. And I definitely, want to give a hard, good shout out to the title sponsors here, virtual2reality.tv. Those guys, man, do a fantastic job putting on this series here but they have helped Payday.gg and True Game Fans Network bringing it live here tonight, also coming on board. And Brett, you know, appreciate you coming up here in the booth, man. This was just an awesome night. You got any final words on it?
No, you pretty much covered it all, man. It's great to be a part of what you know, Joel Hamilton, you know, the guys at Virtual 2 Reality, Payday.gg, and also True Game Fans Network are doing. It's always great to work alongside yourself, Joe. It's a pleasure, and I'm pretty sure I'll see you next week. But don't forget Wednesday night, the Northwest Focus Midget Series as well. Same time, midgets, this time at a fixed setup.
Absolutely. Check them out there at Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook. You can check them out at all the usual forums that we were on here tonight, which would actually be virtual.tv, virtual2reality.tv on the Facebook live side. And check out over there, hit that follow button on TGFN Racing on Twitch. So check those guys out there, and obviously check out Ultimate Dirt TV themselves throughout the week. For myself and Brett Wheeler up here in the booth, hope everybody enjoyed the awesome racing here at Eldora as we leave here tonight. Everyone, have a good night.